All right, let's see here. Testing, 1, 2. Testing on the mic. Go ahead, say something, guys.
I'm right here.
Hey.
Hello? I'm your crazy grandfather who's had too much goddamn liquor and played too many video games for 40 years. Do your damn tour to clean your room.
Yeah, just Sam, who's your daddy now?
Testing,
testing, 1, 2. Testing on the mic. I know they're just... Go ahead, say something, guys. I know this is just... Yeah, we're beginning the show soon. We just gotta go ahead and play the background music.
Yay.
The background music must be very tight here.
You know what I use for background when I come on channel? The Full Metal Jacket speech. Are you a Peter Puffer?
All right, let's go ahead and begin the show right about... Come on. Screw it. Might as well begin the show. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? And with me is the Neanderthal and the Great Cabal, and the Great Kerbal.
Hey.
Hey.
And right now we're doing something live, and we're going to be going ahead and talking about video games, news, and also some other interesting things.
Yay,
And all right, we're going to begin. We're going to go ahead and begin the topic right now. And this topic has something to do with Grand Theft Auto 5, which there is a PC delay. I want you guys to talk about this, and what are your thoughts on this?
Who wants to
Go
start?
ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I bought the GTA 5 for my PS3, so my brother and I have been waiting for the heist thing, but for PC players, they've been waiting for the PC version just as long just for the heist to come out. So, if the only excuse is that it's for making the game better and making it more stable, then all props to them. But if it's just to make it make more sales, it's gonna be a bit shady for them, I think. But Rockstar really hasn't done anything wrong so far, at least when it comes to content. So yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what to say about it? Well, I can ask you a question. Well, they probably would do... they're probably polishing it. They're probably fixing a lot of the issues that were in the game, like bugs and such, trying to figure out... Because considering they haven't really released it on PC before.
Yeah.
They only released it on console, which was kind of surprising.
Well, I can give you the quote that they used for the statement. GTA 5 for PC will be arriving on April 14th at retail and as a digital download. Our apologies to PC gamers worldwide. God damn it, I lost my... apologies worldwide who have been counting down the days until the launch of the game. But a bit more time is needed to ensure that the game is as polished as possible and to make certain that both heists and GTA Online experience are ready to roll out on day one for PC. As a gesture of thanks for your understanding, we will grant anyone who has pre-ordered the game an additional 200,000 in-game cash for use in GTA Online. Which is pretty decent, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at a few things. Number one, correct me if I'm wrong, but supposedly GTA Online, when it comes to PC, is supposed to be cross-platform, meaning I can play with you fucking console peasants.
Pretty much.
They haven't said anything about that.
Well,
is it like cross-platform you're talking about?
Yeah, I heard it was cross-platform, but that's rumor, and But I've done in college I did a little bit of study on network connectivity. My first class I took was in 1994, the next one was in 1998, and the last one was in 2008. So connectivity is a huge deal. And so making sure that everybody is on the same page so that, say, I shoot Andrew in the face, and then it comes back that he saw me, the lag sucks. And on something like, heists and stuff like that, you need your lag to be bare minimized. So I'm down with working on connectivity, whether or not it's cross-platform. Then polishing. Well, for all of you who are complaining about the fact you want to make sure that the AI is tight and that there's no holes in the world, I'm going to tell you one game that was rushed out the door without any quality assurance, and that's Colonial Marines. So anybody complains about extra polishing and delays, I'm going to take a box of Colonial Marines, I'm going to tape it to my boot, and kick it straight up your ass.
That I could agree with.
Now, if they're holding it off because they didn't print enough CDs, I don't know.
Well, it's going to be released on Steam. And and also on Amazon and other platforms that they're going to try to release it on.
Okay, there's your nightmare right there. Trying to get your release date scheduled, trying to make sure that people who buy it from Amazon get good keys that work on Steam. I bought several games off of Amazon, put my Steam key in, it didn't work. I call Amazon. Amazon says, LOL, we got your money, sucker. So I stay on hold for 4 days. Gabe Newell walks by and takes my wallet, and then Steam gives me a new key. Which probably doesn't work because it's Amazon. So
probably. It's probably a rip-off.
And so, they've got to do all that. They've got to, what is that? Green Man Gaming or whatever the hell it is, and everything else. And GameStop and Walmart and Fred Meyer. They got to make sure that all these keys work and you can track where it was bought in case, I don't know, you get a special weapon, a dildo hat, whatever.
A special weapon and a dildo hat. That I can agree with, and the monkey hats and everything.
They've got to make sure it all works right. Which, fine. Okay. If you're rolling it out for that, that's cool. But like I said, if it's because some guy in marketing didn't get his share of blow on the hooker's ass, then roll it out.
Yeah, because they pretty much are trying to throw out that whole drug deal shit online. And the new Heist DLC, I kind of watched the preview of it, seeing how it is. It was kind of like Payday. It was kind of like Payday in a way.
And that's why I'm not getting it. I already own Payday and Payday 2. What the hell do I need with GTA Payday?
Yeah, and they pretty much were like thinking, oh wow, this is going to be great. We're going to go ahead and rob a bank.
Well, it's a little bit different compared to Payday because the whole heist thing is the GTA does offer a lot more compared to Payday when it comes. It's an open world game, so and if you played the single player, the heists are pretty great. So people have been looking forward to them.
Yeah, with new weapons and such.
See, I've got 5 or 6 people
and armor.
Time. So if I watch videos on GTA, because I'll pay attention to reviews because reviewers aren't me. If I watch some videos and see like what's his face, he shrieks a lot that the kids love.
PewDiePie.
That's right. The guy sounds like a stuffed animal. If he enjoys it and he's having a good time, and from the videos look like I'd enjoy it, I'll buy it. Why? So I can be a sociopathic asshole with all my friends. That's what I love about video games. I can be a sociopathic asshole and indulge in those tribal tendencies and not go to jail.
It would possibly be an interesting idea because they're trying to attract people into buying into the whole hype of GTA 5 on PC, because a lot of people were like hoping for it since GTA 4 because everyone's like a PC master race gamer or whatever.
That's right. Now kneel down on that Xbox and get to work.
I know they really love doing that.
You want to know why I don't buy into hype? Because I bought into hype once. I was a teenager and a game was coming out that my little brothers and sisters wanted so bad for the Atari 2600, and I bought it. To this day, I want my money back. I bought E.T.
You did, didn't you? You know how many people are trying to find that game so they could play that just to say how horrible it is.
Actually, the sad thing is, in defense of E.T., E.T. is another example of the game rushed. This guy had developed the first open world. which meant nobody knew how to handle this. But it was rushed. They
had no clue of it.
He had 6 weeks to code a game. Okay, I want to see you code a game as good as E.T. in 6 weeks. With, Spielberg standing behind you cracking a whip and fondling his genitals.
Oh.
Yeah, you can finish that there, or we can go to the punishment room. But the thing was, it was so weird, and the quality control was non-existent. There was no testing. It was rushed out the door. It didn't. So once again, you got a game that was rushed that was so bad that until the Nintendo came around, everybody threw their goddamn game systems away.
Yeah.
So don't rush it. If GTA needs more time to make sure I'm not playing the modern equivalent of ET, I'm down with that. But when it comes to hype with this will be the greatest game ever, this will be the greatest GTA of all time, 1,000 years from now people will still be playing it. Suck my old dick.
All right, we're going to go ahead and change the subject here. We're going to go ahead and talk about Fable Legends, which everyone heard the news about Fable Legends. It's going to be a free-to-play on Xbox One.
Oh, so I'm not going to be playing it.
I know, it's kind of sad news for you, man.
Yeah, well, I'll just suck it up by playing all those other video games that Steve's offers me.
Yeah, I know. I know, and everyone's like talking about this, going like, "Oh, geez, Fable Legends is gonna suck because it's free to play."
Fable Legends, an amazing experience for you to game.
Oh, shut up! It's got beautiful graphics. Does it have
I know.
anything else?
You had to play that in the
Does it
background.
have anything else?
Amazing experience, and yet it's kind of like.
Oh my God! They run like the retarded kid in 5th grade.
Yeah, to be honest, Fable Legends is what Evolve should have been. Free to play.
Yeah.
Which it's exactly the same thing. It's 4 versus 1.
4 versus 1, and yet you're playing it in a dungeon. You're basically dungeon crawling in this whole thing, trying to fight off monsters and traps. Which I think it's a pretty interesting concept, and I guess they're trying to make it to where they can possibly try to get money off of this.
Just the demo one that they're showcasing us, I can see a lot of little problems. I can see examples of stun lock.
You played WoW.
Yes, as a matter of fact, me and my friends did 72 hours in Azeroth and streamed it, where at least 2 people in the group had to be in Azeroth at all times, or we would delete our accounts. 72 hours. We went from level 1 to level 85.
Oh, man.
We did a lot of monster. As a matter of fact, I snorted pixie sticks on camera. But, I've got a subscription to Neverwinter. So, this looks like...
This will look like it?
Well, this reminds me of it, and it looks like Peter Molyneux wants us to play in his D&D game.
He's no longer with that. He's no longer with Lionhead Studios anymore.
Yeah, but this has him all over it.
Which is true. And they've been trying to make sure that game would sell.
I do not like the armor designs. I'm old, and I'm cranky, and I don't like the armor designs. I've got a still right here. I'm looking at Boobs McMagic. The Hooded Idiot with a Bow. Prancy McElf Sword. And the Pointed Nose Avenger, which is a woman who has her inner thigh exposed, screaming in a fight, "Why don't you gash open my femoral and watch me bleed out?" I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not bad artwork, but for a D&D game, it's piss out of me. And call it what you want. You guys can say, "Oh, it's not D&D, it's Fable." Suck my dick. It's D&D with a different name.
Yeah.
It doesn't impress. The artwork style is dated. The artwork style is kind of pathetic. It amazes me that they chose Magic Boobs McGee to be one of their front runners.
You seriously saying it?
And the incredible hoodie wearing weirdo is the Ranger. I mean, how stereotypical can we get?
I know they're trying to promote this fantasy game. That's what they're doing, because Fable was a fantasy game. It's always been a fantasy game.
Well, yeah. I mean, I own the first 3. so I can't talk too much. Introducing Malice. And believe it or not, Malice is a hero. Well, who cares? He's wearing armor with a fire inside. Even every time Malice thinks about slaughtering innocents, he's struck down with a blinding headache. Well, that sounds like me. So what?
Yeah, they've been making that game for a while, and they were promoting it heavily back in E3. And I was excited about it. And then when I find out they were making it free to play, I was like, okay.
Free to play means more people playing. People who bitch about free to play, listen, you elitist scumbag.
Okay, I'll listen.
Listen. Coming in with free to play is actually a good thing, because I'm sick of getting a game like, say, The Secret World or something back when it was pay, where the servers goddamn deserted. They open up free to play. Holy crap! I can say, we're doing Polaris in 10 minutes. The Murder Hobo run. Anybody want in? I got 50 people messaging me. Oh my God, can I go on it? It's we're doing a Murder Hobo run. We're gonna teach you how to do it. Oh my God, can I play? Before they went free to play, and even on WoW, WoW's got enough fucking people to be a small country.
I know they've been
before free to play came along, but people say, oh, they're gonna monetize it. Well, duh, they're a business. These servers cost millions of dollars a year to run. So they're going to monetize it. And as long as it's not pay to win, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. I like my pretty dress up dolls. If they want to say, hey, we're going to give you $10 for this armor, and ooh, look, it's blue, I'll probably buy it. If it's free to play, that gives me a reason to get in the game to then start buying their, look, you can change the skin on your sword, or look, your guy can have his ass hanging out. I'll buy it. Free to play brings in more players, which brings in more people to buy the costume and power options, as long as it's not pay to win, which brings in more money, which means they can keep a crew on and update the game. And for $60, 500,000 people will buy it, and then the servers are goddamn deserted.
And they'll probably pay. Yeah, because I remember playing like certain free-to-play games, and people usually donate money to help fix the game. It's a lucrative business.
And as long as it's not, free-to-play like Cookie Clicker or whatever the hell that game was, the one you get $5 to play the next level. That's annoying. But, hey, here's this armor where you have sparkles come out your butt. Give us $5. But sparkles, I need that armor. I'll admit it, I do it. I like to play pretty dressed up.
Yeah, everyone likes to accessorize.
Goddamn right. So if they want to go free to play, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
I hope the architecture is what they're showing on the ad background here. I hope I wander up to a house that was obviously built by somebody who thought Euclid was a heretic. And, I'm probably, if it was on PC, I'd give it a chance. I'm not going to run out and buy a fucking Xbox One for it, because I don't want to take apart the Xbox One and fix the damn thing.
Yeah, but I wonder how they're going to do with the Dungeon Master type idea. Because I really I wanted to do the Dungeon Master thing, like, okay, here's my minions, here's my traps, here's my dragon. That's pretty much what I want to put into that game. I hope they do it.
I mean, it reminds me of Zombie U, to be honest.
You want to play a game like that, dude? www.wizards.com, order the basic books. There you go.
Huh.
Because Zombie U had a similar multiplayer where you were basically the dungeon master and putting zombies in positions so you could try to kill the other players. And this kind of reminds me of that.
Of how well they can survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much was what I'm hoping this game would do it, because you could probably make your own module.
Which, once again, I own Neverwinter. And I own Dungeons & Dragons Online, where I can do the exact same thing.
Oh, really?
And before that, I owned City of Heroes, which let me do the same thing.
I liked it, City of Heroes.
I loved it.
I know. It's sad that they just abandoned that thing. I was like, oh man.
Oh, don't even get me. Can we skip this part, because I will start shrieking like a little girl.
I'm sorry. I'll leave it. I'll leave it alone.
I will never buy another NC soft product as long as I fucking live.
I
It can
know.
be coated. It can be covered with hookers with fucking diamond-studded vaginas that shoot fairies at it. I ain't mine. You can promise me a 12-inch dick and I wouldn't buy it. And let me tell you, that's 11 inches for the price of one.
I know, it's so hilarious. I know they've been doing that.
So, anybody else got something to say? Since I went rather long, fucking winded on everything because I'm an opinionated old bastard.
Yeah.
I think it has potential, but I've never really been interested in the Fables game, so meh.
Yeah.
Well, like a lot of things, especially a free-to-play game, get it, explore it. If it's not your taste, set it down, and if it's still around in a year, come back and check it out.
Yeah, pretty much we're just... It's pretty much the game that everyone's like hoping for or probably hoping to play.
Because since we're talking about MMOs, I'd like to bring something up.
Sure.
It's called Pathfinder Online.
I heard about that game.
Pathfinder Online did something so disgusting that despite the fact that sometimes I write Pathfinder stuff, I do not work for them. I'm a third party. I will not support Pathfinder Online because everybody who donated $1,000 or more to the Kickstarter gets to build their own fortresses and help shape the world so that when I finally get a chance to buy the game, I am Donnie the Shit Digger the Peasants while everybody else who had money paid to win and gets to wander around as the Lord of the Land. Blow me. Okay, I live in real life where I'm Digger the Shit Digger, Peasant of the Land, and everybody else is Lord on high. I don't need that. So they did it wrong. Because they said, give us money, and we'll make you into a god. And as long as Fable doesn't do that, I would give it a chance if it came to PC.
Yeah, because anyone who's trying to grind for that type of thing would probably be like, "Give me $1 million and I'll become a god."
Yeah, or maybe I'll buy an Xbox One from Method.
Pay to win. Yeah.
Yeah, pay to win.
Yeah, my buddy's talking to me
that type
right
of stuff.
now. I should have. Let me invite him. Let me call him on.
Bring him in.
Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and bring him on the show because he wants in. Let me see if I can get him on. Invite to the call group.
And like I said, I'm sorry I'm such a long winded.
I know. I should.
I have arrived.
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Again.
Yes. It's been a long time.
It has.
So yeah, gonna move on from this topic.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is Dragon Quest Heroes.
Oh boy, let me access the magic of the internet.
Yes, the magic of the internet about Dragon Quest Heroes on PS4.
It's for PS4. Once again,
And it's coming to the US.
I do not own a PS4. But I will make my opinion on the internet like every other uninformed dipshit.
Same with my other friend. He will do that too.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. The great
Spike-
Kerbal has spoken.
Spiky hair, check. Douchey looking little kid, check. Ass, probably check.
So what you been up to, man?
Not a whole lot, but before that, it looks like another Goku Senpai Noticed Me thing.
Yeah, I know. We're just talking about, what do you think of Dragon Quest Heroes?
Well, I'm a big fan of the Dragon Quest series. I've been playing it for a very long time. My favorite still today is Dragon Warrior 7 because of its job system it had in there. My second would have been 8 because it went from 2D to 3D. But most of the others, in all aspect, the gameplay of it, I just enjoyed. And I still like the artwork from, I believe his name is Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. I liked his artwork mostly. But the fact that they went back to kid for most of it, it's like, really?
Yeah,
Well,
they went there, but they kind of, I understand that Akira Toriyama has retired.
Oh. See, I did not know that.
Yeah, they probably got a new artist into it. He was the one that I believe was in the... Well, go ahead.
It says here on the wiki for it that Akira Toriyama is still the artist for it.
Okay, good. Thank God. Because he retired from Dragon Ball Z, and I assumed he didn't want to do Dragon Quest.
Well, he's come back to make Dragon Ball. He's made a
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
No, there's a new movie called Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods and Return of Frieza.
Oh, okay. I haven't been able to watch that movie. I've been so far behind on the Dragon Ball Z thing.
Battle of Gods I actually liked. Because, there was an actual honest-to-God God. So...
Yeah, it's been like that for a while, and I understand that most people enjoyed Akira Toriyama's work. It's like, this is like when I actually looked at the gameplay of this, it kind of reminded me of Dynasty Warriors in a way. Except you get to have a tank, armor, and all this other stuff. It was pretty good. It was kind of like, it was RPG. It was RPG. Yeah, I'll probably show you guys the preview of it. But I'm going to have to... You guys are going to have to mute the mic because I don't want to, go in and get... Yeah. Let me see if I can find the video, because I know they have Dragon Quest Heroes. Here it is. No, not Polygon. Fuck Polygon. Here we go. Alright, let me go ahead and link it down by the chat here. This is the preview of... Oops, sorry.
Okay, so I took a look at it. I will admit...
It's the same one I'm watching right now.
Yeah.
This is not my thing.
Yeah, I can understand.
I'm not a Dragon Ball Z person. I was in my 20s. I think I was in my 30s when that came out. And to me, anime was Akira. And The Girl with No Panties. I think somebody said it was like Valley of the Winds or Nausicaa or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I owned a VHS tape with the first part of it missing, so we always called it The Girl with No Panties, because we had a VHS copy where it looked like Nausicaa. Thank you. My daughter just told me it's Nausicaa, Valley of the Winds. But our VHS tape looked like she didn't have any panties on, but we watched the shit out of that because hey, she bites big bugs. Holy crap.
It's still the same thing in the DVD version, too. So
this is not my art. This isn't my art style.
Alright, I'll try the second one.
When I played, if somebody gave it to me, I'd play the shit out of it because I like playing games. But it looks more like a game aimed at people younger than me. My daughters would probably love the hell out of it.
Yeah, it looks like another Dynasty Warriors / Monster Hunter spinoff.
Pretty much.
Monster Hunter. I like Monster Hunter.
It's pretty much they're offering this game to the U.S. and I'm surprised they didn't even bother to release the Wii U version of this. Was Dragon Online. I forgot what it was called. Dragon Quest. Let me look it up because I know it's.
Oh. I will give them credit. The combat does look smooth. The models are well done. It's nice to see that they covered the girl's ass.
Wait. So, I'm looking at the trailer, and one of the attacks is the exact same as Link's in Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Dragon Quest 10, the 5 Awakening Online. Awakening Races Online.
I played the original Legend of Zelda because I broke my leg. Long story, and I wasn't. And I didn't have anything to do, and a buddy of mine gave me Legend of Zelda, and I borrowed his fucking Nintendo, and I played that thing for a month. I waited for my leg to heal, and they re-broke it, and I waited for it to heal some more, and it was fun. So to me, when you say Link's attack, I think of this little spike poking his sword, and I'm like, that's got to be like the easiest attack in the game ever.
So in Hyrule Warriors, Link's second attack you do is a giant air tornado towards people. So... one of his attacks is the exact same movement and air tornado at people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to look at the females, and if it's anything like Zelda's, I'm gonna call copyright in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because they probably did it with Dragon Quest X, the 5 Awakening races online. They probably did it for the Wii. Yeah.
They only showed one scene and her just doing a slash of fire. That's cheap.
I thought they're smooth animation. I'll give them that. The characters are very nicely put together. They had good attention to making them all visually distinctive, even from a distance, even in shadow, and even while they're moving. The color palettes are pleasing. The monsters are hideous and kind of cool.
Nobunaka makes an appearance.
I'd buy this. I would buy this for my younger cousins, for my kids if they wanted it. But it's not my thing, so with the exception of saying I'd buy it for my kids, or I'd play it if somebody gave it to me, there's not much I can say.
Well, it's not that... Well, it probably is going to attract kids in a way.
Well, spiky hair, young boy, check. Young girl in a stereotypical Asian outfit, check. Neat flashy attacks that spam all over the screen, check. Cutesy monsters that probably die in funny ways, check. It's a kid game, and I'm down with that. Kids games bring in a lot of money because adults like me buy them, give them to their kids, so they shut the hell up when it's raining. Stop tearing up the house. Go outside and play in the rain.
Yeah, but it's going to probably...
ogres that smile at you. Perfect.
Yeah, my daughter rolled her eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I lived in Washington. I bought my kids a game. I bought my kids their own game thing so that they didn't play mine. It's because it rains like 380 days out of the year. And I'm not a complete dick, and I'm not going to send my kids out to play in the rain. Oh, they can go get the firewood.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks like a good game, and it's obviously they spent the time to polish it. And I like that it's coming to the West because a lot of good games either stay in Japan or stay in the Asian market. We never see them, and then execs bitch that there's no American market. Well, there's no American market because you're not giving me anything to buy.
There's also the issue with licensing issues as well.
Yeah,
because they don't really. Because I remember I wanted to play this one game. It was called Macross 30, which was the 30th anniversary of Macross, which is Robotech.
I know what it is.
And I really wanted to play that game because it looked really awesome because you could just pilot around and had that RPG element. And it was such an interesting game that they wanted to, but it's sad that they couldn't release in the US because Harmony Gold didn't want it put in the US.
Well, there's a big reason because Robotech Macross, the licensing to it is held by Palladium Games, and they are shit-tastic at licensing, sharing, or doing anything competent. And I've done freelance work with Palladium Games under a different name. I've had they still owe me money. And frankly, their Robotech stuff was nothing but books of stats after stats and was frankly uninspired and crap. So if they bring Macross over to the US, they have to negotiate with Palladium, who they made the mistake of licensing damn near everything to, with the exception of the toys. Whether or not a video game counts as a toy, and if it's an RPG, Sabina can say, no, I'm licensed for RPGs, you can't release this, give me money.
Yeah.
So end up with intellectual property, copyright, and a 40-year-old contract that they still put out Robotech books. They still put out Macross books. So I could see why it didn't come here, but stuff like that pisses me off because I love the hell out of Robotech. I watched bootlegs of it. The guys that were in Japan brought with them over to their next posting and let us watch them. We sit, drink beer, and root for whoever. It was fascinating. We were missing episodes in big chunks, but who gives a damn? It was fun.
Yeah.
I would love to play a Macross game.
Yeah, I used to remember they brought out Robotech games for Xbox and then PS.
Give me a Wii game where I can punch somebody in the face and I will give you my wallet.
I know. I wish they would bring it into the US.
Shut up and take my money!
I know. That's pretty much it. Take my money.
I'm rolling my money on the television and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
I'll admit it, I'm a sucker for games.
I want to transform into a flying freaking robot, bitch. Come on, press X.
The Xbox button is my penis.
Wow.
Hey, I'll admit I'm a consumer whore. Every time Steam, like I've said before, every time Steam has a sale, Gabe Newell bends me over and pumps games into my ass until money shoots out of my mouth. I'll admit it. I buy whatever the hell catches my eye, and if you gave me a BattleTech or a Macross game, oh man, you're not going to see me for a week. My wife's going to be standing behind me going, either you take the garbage out or I'm going to teach the vibrator how to. I'll admit it.
Oh, man.
How much would it cost to put that extension on the vibrator, though?
Batteries, baby. Energizer. It's on go.
Rechargeable.
Going.
Batteries for hands.
Yes. Let's see.
I'm not talking shit about you. I'm talking shit about
Oh shit!
Now, guys,
This is the part of the show where we get him in trouble.
They came out with a giant robot
Yes,
fight.
we're sorry.
You would be
He
tempted.
loves you. Seriously.
Don't lie, we're not sorry.
She's
How
laughing.
dare you try and lie?
She can appear on the show if she wants to. This is live.
She trained the kids to take out the garbage. Oh, fuck. I got Kerbal Space Program for Christmas, and I didn't move from in front of my computer except to sleep like a week.
Yeah.
Look, you go up. That's nice
Of
here.
course. What am I like when I get a new book?
Ah, yeah. Don't bother you.
Get the fuck away from me.
Oh.
Oh.
No. It's
I
not
buy
don't
a-
bother you, it's get the fuck
I
away
buy
from
for,
The best
if I buy for a new
best
book, she
drama
might-
ever on the show.
Look,
I bought
it's
her
the
a new
Twilight
book.
books.
She's much gonna
Twilight.
forehead go away. Yes.
We're expecting another one soon, so
Another one.
probably another Twilight.
The after
Oh.
years?
Yeah.
No, they're not talking about you.
Oh,
Nah, I bought her a book.
We can.
Oh my God! When the new Honor Harrington book came out, there was a little fight over the book, and one of my daughters grabbed it and ran into her room. Weird. I was like, "Give me the book," and she's like, "No." I'm like, "I bought it. Give me the book." She's like, "No."
Yeah. The fact that we're off topic here on Dragon Quest Heroes is just ridiculous.
We are perfectly on topic,
Yeah.
thank you very
Yes,
much.
we're perfectly on topic on this whole thing. It's all fantasy. This game
Yeah.
makes me want to play DBZ all over again. And yeah, that already came out. DBZ Xenoverse.
I did own the Dragon Ball Z game for the GameCube, and it was the funniest shit I have ever played. She yelled misogyny from upstairs.
you guys some cigarettes?
Miss Indri, help! She wants me to make her cigarettes. Miss Indri, help!
Yeah,
No.
you might as well just...
You
there's
might
a
as well-
cheaper way to make cigarettes anyways. Cheapest way to make cigarettes.
What?
Buy the tobacco like my friend does.
How did you guess that's what I was doing?
Because you just said that she wants you to make her cigarettes.
Yep, and my buddy here does that.
Well, you know, after a little while, Marlboro starts to taste like fiberglass and ass.
You always need a change of taste.
Yeah. All right. The next topic we're going to go ahead and... Because we're going to end this with the Dragon Quest Heroes. The next topic we're going to go ahead and talk about is Anita Sarkeesian. Yes, we're going to bring her up.
What exactly
And-
are we talking about her?
There's an article on Kotaku in Action on how Anita wants to change video games.
Okay. So how does she want to change them? Facts, statements, not what you think she wants to change them
Well, she wants to change... Okay. There's some statements there. It's like she played some games.
to. What, she want a medal?
I don't know. She's pretty much trying to talk about games as art and such. And the other one was she was advocating for more female characters again.
I'm okay. I want to throw something in here on that. Since pretty much my daughters were very young, I have been modding every game I could to add female characters. When one of my daughters became aware of her sexuality, I spent time modding gay characters in. My kids had no idea that The Sims didn't have gay relationships. They had no idea Yeah, my wife had no idea. They didn't know that several games didn't have female protagonists. I would like to see more females because 50% of the Earth is females. And frankly, I've worked with some badass bitches. My wife is a badass bitch. Desert Storm, whole 9 yards. Okay? And I would like to see a woman like her in a game. She was a powerlifter. But the problem is if you include him, are they going to be called a man with tits? Is it not going to be good enough?
No. The thing is that they're trying to add more female representation in gaming. That's her goal. She showed a picture of Team Fortress cast as being all women, for example. She showed like a picture of that, and she wanted to. She commented on some of it, like the eighth thing that she said was things devs can do to make games less shitty for women.
Wait 1 sec. I can.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll give you guys the article.
She's aware that a member of the Team Fortress crew is a woman, isn't she? One of the most dangerous, lethal, and feared characters on there is a woman. Pyro.
Yeah.
And anybody that says you wouldn't run from a woman with a flamethrower is a goddamn liar.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Yeah, she wants more diversity.
Avoid the Smurfette principle. Lingerie is not an armor. Have female characters of various body types. Don't overemphasize female characters' rear ends. Include more female characters of color. Animate female characters to move with the way normal women.
And that's Steve Tortillo.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's summing up the 8 points.
Yeah.
Soldiers or athletes would move, record female characters' voiceover so that painful sound painful, not orgasmic. Include female enemies, but don't sexualize those enemies. I think all of this stuff is stupid because she's also said that she wants more female than men in games.
That's the problem. Here's the problem that I have with that is that. Josh, I want you to... Josh, are you there?
No, he had to go.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, Left 4 Dead 2. I have been involved with Left 4 Dead 2 since, like, Bare Bones Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
And she is aware that there are 4 characters, one of which is Rochelle, for Left 4 Dead 2, one of the originals. She is a black female who is a TV producer. The first white male is Nick. Nick is a career criminal and member of a biker gang. The other white male is Ellis, who is country fried boy mechanic. We're talking redneck to where I probably worked with him. The other male is a black heavy-set man named Coach who had a respectful job. None of these people act like stereotypes except Ellis, who sounds like me wandering on and on and on. She's actually a good character. The other one was brought over from Left 4 Dead 1, and she's like the most chipper of the group, and she was the moral compass of the group. If anything,
Zoe.
Zoe. I mean, Zoe lectured Bill about leaving somebody to die. And Bill admitted she was right, and that he was wrong. And Team Fortress 2, 9 playable classes, Pyro is a woman.
You know, it's not bad, though. It's just that she had as an issue with sexualization. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it doesn't go overboard.
Yeah,
it does go overboard.
It does, but at times they don't try to, make the females, like, overly sexualized like Bayonetta sometimes.
And she didn't admit that neither Zoe nor Rochelle are sexualized in the slightest.
I know, they're trying to survive. And that was the point of that game, is survival of the fittest. And they were smart. They were smart enough to survive anything.
But if you're talking about adding females moving like women, there's going to be pushback because you're talking about an entirely different set of rigging, an entirely separate of what's called bone structure, which have the anchoring points. You're talking about an entirely different mocap, and you're talking about women. And I like women, and I know women, and no two women move the same. Guys
the
have
issue the issue that I have with what Anita points out about the whole issue about trying to have more women in video games is that she has to realize that the cost of putting characters into a game, the cost, plus the design, plus the art, plus the hours that they're going to put into trying to design the character from the ground up.
Okay, right here. It's like they told the session told the model to walk in the most seductive way possible, rather than just asking her to walk the way a soldier or intergalactic bounty hunter or any other ordinary woman going about her business might. Okay, I worked with soldiers. I spent my life around soldiers. Okay, my wife was a soldier, and they walk like women. You can tell a woman at 100 paces by the way she moves because the pelvis is designed differently. The distribution of weight is differently. A man does not move like a woman.
I know, and the fact is, my mom used to work there, and she's still a feminine woman. She used to run and jog. She's still a woman. She used to be in the military. She could try to march, but still, you're still a woman.
Which is why the U.S. government spent $250 million making sure the new uniforms and equipment fit women's special needs. But see, I don't have a problem with female characters being included. I don't either. It's just the cost of developing a game like multiplayer would probably cost them money just to add in female characters, because if they're featuring male characters into the game, it would probably cost them money just to add in female characters. It took me and a friend 3 months to take Hammer Source Engine and add my daughter to it as a playable character for Left 4 Dead 2. 3 months. According to our systems, it took us, the two of us, just over 400 man hours to put her in.
What engine? What design did you use? Like what?
Hammer, and we took pictures of her. We had her wear sweats and put dots, and then we rigged it up. We had to modify the rig slightly because she's shaped differently than Zoe was, and we used Zoe, and we made it so that she was a playable character for her and her friends. And it took us months, just the two of us.
Just for Left 4 Dead.
Just for Left 4 Dead, and I did it because I love my daughter.
I wonder how those people who did the anime characters were figured out how to put that design into the mods.
Yeah, I mean, but see, I was also learning how to do it, and I'm pretty shitty at it.
And how was the results of it?
She and her friends still used it up until her computer crashed, and she lost the file.
Oh.
She said it looked like her. It had her favorite shirt. She loved it. Daddy spent the time to mod her into a game.
That's interesting.
I kind of understand the effort you have to go through to put through women, but I'm going to tell you, computer characters do not move like real people.
I know, and the thing about Anita is that she has no idea what the heck game design is, and she's basically assuming that everything has to be in her image, and that's one of the biggest problems in games development that she's trying to inject herself in.
And we do know that she's not a gamer.
I know, she admits it. And the thing is that people don't want to believe it. And she just... Because this is the problem. The problem with the games industry is the money and time and effort they're putting into developing characters and such, and levels and everything. It's time consuming. It's money that they need, that they possibly are trying to put built in the game, and yet you have one game in specific that the guy put money and effort into developing a character, and Anita didn't like.
Well, then there's another thing that I am going to speak out against the games industry. If they spent 1/100th of the time and money and hardware increases that they spent in fucking 1080p, who gives a shit resolution on making female characters, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
I know, and they want game, they react to realism of the game. It's fantasy. Deal with it.
And here's the thing. You want to blame somebody for the lack of female characters? Blame those out-of-touch fucking business, MBA, Harvard businessmen sitting in fucking marketing. Blame them.
Yeah, and that's what I agree with. All right, and okay, we're going to go ahead and end this. What are your thoughts, Enderdahl?
I think it's been pretty much summed up. She doesn't. I mean, the core of her argument is not bad. I mean, I think every one of us would like more females in games, but the way she does it is completely idiotic and stupid and ignorant as well. So yeah, I think you guys summed it up very well.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. She showed a clip from Destiny where the guy sits on his butt, has his legs open, and his forearms on his elbows, and is leaning forward slightly. Where the woman is sitting with her waist cocked and her legs at her side. Okay, I wish I still had the pictures. There was a picture of me and my crew from Desert Storm, and I had 4 women, and they were sitting like that, wearing their body armor and their weaponry. Where we could sit with, our legs open because of the way the body armor was designed and everything. We are comfortable sitting like that. A lot of women soldiers sit like that, or they sit on a tire and sit like guys. So she's got a choice. Either women can sit like women, or they can sit like guys. And if they sit like guys because you complain that they sit like women do, you do not get the bitch that the man with tits.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go on with the next topic, which is Soul Calibur Lost Swords, which everyone's like talking about this. Kotaku is talking about this, about the artistry of Kotaku being that it was a hentai artist that made this. What are you guys' thoughts on the whole issue?
I'm fine. I'm fine with someone. I mean, if the artist is being asked to do this, what's the freaking problem?
She thinks that a perverted artist is going to just because the armor design didn't look like she wanted, because it oppresses women, it makes them look like sexual objects. That was her issue with this whole thing. I can understand, but it's not a big issue.
Oh, I want to bring up something real quick.
Go ahead.
Record female voiceover that pain sounds painful, not orgasmic. I will admit that's a problem.
Actually, have you heard of women being in pain before?
I've been in rooms when they've been in labor. I held one's hand while she slowly died of a gunshot wound. Yeah.
Okay.
And some of the games do sound like sex, but some of them sound like, listen to a woman having an orgasm and listen to a woman who catches her fucking knee on a chair.
Yeah.
If you don't know the woman, they sound a lot close. But I do object to the fact that when you punch a woman, she goes, "Oh, what the fuck?"
I used to remember a chick got hit, and I remember a chick was like in a tattoo parlor, and she was getting a tattoo, and she was like screaming like she had an orgasm.
But it's one of those things. People in pain all sound different.
I know, and it's like it's hard to tell what a man can scream out when he's in pain, or a woman screams out when she's in pain, because not everyone knows. Yeah, they can scream like Chewbacca.
He had a big, deep deep bass voice. It rumbled. He sounded like exactly what he looked like, a 6'4" black guy who weighed about 230, right?
Mm-hmm.
He jumped out of the back of the truck and twisted his knee. He sounded like a 9-year-old girl who saw a spider. That's how he screamed when he was in pain. You can never tell, but I do agree that some of these women do sound like they're, into S&M, and you're making your fantasy happen.
Yeah, because especially when you have Ivy, of all people, trying to play her character, and she gets hit every time. She's like, But
I do say that anime female characters can move the way that normal women soldiers or athletes would move. It shows me that she's never watched a female soldier walk. She's never seen a female athlete walk. They walk completely different than normal.
I know, and the thing about it is that Patricia Hernandez criticized the art style of the art design by the armor, and I looked at the armor. I was like, you know what? Yeah, it may be sexualized, over sexualized in a way, but it's not going to be available in the U.S. or anything like that. It's only on it's only on the PS3.
Well, I'm looking right now at Soul Calibur's image, and right here is Tits McGee with her wings on her shoulders. Okay, it's the armor that Hell is wearing. Satan lost the war for a reason, because he's a retard. Number one, where are her nipples and Oreos?
Yeah, I kind of agree. Where the hell are they?
Why did somebody surgically implant cantaloupes on her chest?
It's the way they designed her in the game. Because and the funny thing about it is that it was actually probably designed by a woman.
Well, see, I don't care. The thing is I want to take her and rub her face in ancient medieval text so she can see what women's armor looks like, because aesthetically, if I was moving to kill this woman, her armor draws my eyes to exactly where I need to hit, because it's all unarmored. The natural flow of the armor pulls my eyes toward the center of her chest, where I can drive it right into her sternum. or it pulls my eyes straight to her belly, which is completely unguarded, completely undone. But I do like her belly, because her belly is actually reasonable.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit of
it's
fat.
The way
I like that.
Ivy always been, in every sequel, she's always been dressing provocatively. In every sequel, that's what Ivy's known as. And especially when people talk about the issue about her armor, in every outfit that she does, they always have an issue with her. They always have an issue with Ivy, because Ivy's like the freaking sexualized character of the game. They always focus on Ivy of all things.
Then they should have made Tits McGee Jr. with her little floppy braids to have better armor, because frankly she looks like somebody just shrunk her down and did a palette swap and gave her braids. I think that I'm not impressed.
Well, it's basically demon. And I guess they went over-sexualized on the demon armor.
I play D&D. That is not demon armor.
I know, and it's more like it's light-ass cursed demon armor. That's pretty much what they were trying to play it as. But, you know, I do agree that it's kind of over-sexualized in a way, but it's not a big deal. It's only in Japan, and I assume that they're probably selling that as a DLC thing.
Throw this link up, please. Well, throw that up visual in the channel, please.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Yeah.
Because this is extremely relevant.
All right, let me go ahead and blow it up on the screen here. I'm gonna try to add a scene, move up.
Okay, number one, the picture.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on Windows Capture.
Okay. And can you leave Tits McGee there?
No, hold on. All right, there we go.
Okay, I'll give it about 15 seconds.
All right.
Now, oh wow, something just happened. But anyway, what you're seeing is from the Pathfinder role-playing game.
Mm-hmm.
This is an anti-paladin that is pretty much capable of defeating angels and gods. She is a complete badass, and that is demon armor.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Number one, it's a little ridiculous because some of the armor guides shots into the weak points, like the hips, and from the if you hit your shoulder things, it'll jam it down.
Yeah, and you can see she has a skirt and everything, a long skirt.
She's obviously female, and that's some pretty serious I'm an evil anti-paladin demon armor. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move back to the scene.
If they had included somebody like that and had Tits McGee be in contrast, I'd be all for it.
Well, that's fine. It does look okay. Artistically, it is. It's just the fact that they complain about the artist who made this, saying it's a hentai artist. I don't think it was a hentai artist that did that. It's more like a more experienced artist that was trying to, design the costume to be sexualized in a way that people would be interested in the game. Because, like you said, sex sells.
Yeah, if it was hentai, she'd have a tentacle hanging out of her vag. Yeah, I know hentai when I see it. I've been on the internet long enough.
Yeah.
My problem with the armor is yeah, it looks like some shit I downloaded off the Nexus.
Well, Anadol, what do you think of it?
I don't think it's a big deal. Buy it if you like it.
It's free to play. It's a free to play.
Yeah, but well then don't freaking play it or buy anything in the game. I mean, Jesus.
I know, it's like these people complain about this, like, oh my god, this is more sexualized than ever. You don't have to buy it.
No, to be honest,
but I'm still offended by it.
Yeah, nobody came fucking out and defended Dragon Age when all the women there were properly armored. And nobody, not even Miss Sarkeesian came out and said shit about that. So fuck them.
I know. She got it. She, you know, the only issue that game that I had with Dragon Age Inquisition, and Glad gave it an award. It's not gay enough. It wasn't gay enough to begin with. They don't have a stereotypically gay character in the game. It was not gay enough.
Do you know how I found out that one of my roommates was gay?
Mm-hmm.
I'd known him for 2 years by this point. You know how I found out he was gay?
Mm-hmm.
He told me.
Ah.
That was it. That's the only reason I knew. Of course, I didn't interact with him personally because he's a crew member, and as an NCO, I can't be too close to him. You know, because we can't be best friends and drinking buddies.
Yeah.
But he told me one day that I'm gay. Is that going to be an issue? And I was like, why? Are you attracted to me? He goes, fuck no, you're ugly as hell. I said, then I got no problems. Get back to work. But not gay enough. What do they want? Do they want the guy to have fucking pink sparkles coming out of his ass?
Probably. I don't know. It's just the way they you have the San Francisco people. It's not like the way they portrayed these characters. They're like perfectly normal, and the fact that they don't make them like stereotypically attractive gay.
Here's the thing. My daughter's gay, you couldn't tell. She's feminine. Yeah. You know, she doesn't run around with a sign saying I'm a lesbian. And she doesn't look like a stereotypical gay person like these people apparently want. My wife, when she was in the Army, was a powerlifter. She had, you know, it looked like she had softballs for biceps. You know how many times she got accused of being gay?
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you straight up, she ain't gay.
She proved you wrong. She proved you wrong.
You know, of course, there was always the problem of, you know, you don't sexually satisfy me, I'll punch up my butt cheeks and rip her dick off.
Yeah, but so far that game is like the longest grind ever, and it's probably the same with this game. It's probably the longest grind ever. I haven't played it since I got rid of my PS3.
Well, see, to me, it's the armor's eye rolling because I mean, it's not visually impressive. I mean, actually, I know what it reminds me of. You played City of Heroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the metal costume for women?
Oh yeah.
That's exactly it. That is damn near exactly it, right down to the arm wrappings. That was built in City of Heroes.
Yeah, trying to make a metal woman was kind of like that.
Yeah, there was a costume. I could build that if City of Heroes is still around. I could build that in 10 minutes, right down to the wings on her shoulder.
There's a rumor going around that someone's trying to bring back City of Heroes.
No comment.
Okay, I won't bring it up.
But
we'll talk later about that one.
I do admit I like her physique. I mean, the waist is a little too narrow for me because I dealt with a lot of troops, and you know, women have thick waists once they start packing on the muscle.
Yeah.
I don't like the breasts. The breasts look fake because where are her Orioles?
Yeah.
And
it is. That's what it was.
Her badge armor is an instant lose in a fight because I kick her in the crotch and she gets the ultimate metal wedgie and her ovaries shoot out her nose. I guess if it's demon armor, to me, demon armor is always a full covering with red flaming eyes and spikes and black.
And
out of her ass.
The intention of it was kind of what they were trying to design. Like they were trying to make it like it's Japanese. What do you expect them?
Too much or not enough, one of the two.
Yeah, too much or not enough. The original Ivy had like freaking like spandex like a ninja spandex costume.
I remember the original Soul Calibur.
Yeah,
But
and
the other
there's
thing is-
also the fur coat one, where she wears her freaking like her bare chest showing and everything. There's a lot of designs that they did for her.
But the aesthetic morals that the Japanese have are fundamentally different from ours, and to demand that they adhere to our aesthetic morals is, frankly, racist. And
Yeah,
fearless.
and
If
this
they-
is and the fact that Patricia Hernandez kind of thinks that they should change this is like, I'm offended by it because it's a hentai artist. Like, big deal. It's not like it's a big deal to us about what the hentai artist did for this game, but he actually did a good job trying to make it a controversy.
Do not find it, Japan, and purchase it. If she doesn't like it that much, then she doesn't have to fly to Japan and purchase it.
She might as well.
If they release it in America, it's from what you say, this is standard in the series. She's been showing more and more skin and more sexualized, and her sex is a weapon.
No, her
sexuality-
sword is her weapon. That's pretty much it.
You can't tell me that no warrior's gonna go, whoa, look at those, and then take a sword to the face.
Yeah, she takes a sword. She takes a freaking whip sword to the freaking.
Her sexuality is a weapon, and okay, fine. If they have characters that are designed differently, I'm down with it. But they got Tits McGee Jr., and now I'm like, wait a minute, is this like the outfit for hell?
Probably.
Was she a stripper in life? And now she's wearing the most uncomfortable fucking stripping outfit I've ever seen. But then I'm old. I'm a little bit, I like sexualization, but I like it to make sense.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And Neanderthal, what do you think?
I mean, I just think the whole situation is fucking stupid, to be honest.
Yeah, it is, and it kind of. And Patricia Hernandez, I'm sorry to say this.
This is the double standard. They don't praise when games do it right, but they only fucking get angry when something's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong. Like, I'm offended. My feelings are hurt because I see this woman dressing up. It makes my self-esteem hurt below them.
I mean, they don't offer any fucking solutions. They only offer problems.
Yeah,
So,
we might as well just give her. We might as well just give her a long skirt and armor to make her look kind of like the D&D character, and it would probably be cool. But the Japanese will be like, "Oh no, I don't like that."
Yeah, you do not have the right to go through life and not be offended.
I know.
Sorry, I hate to say it, buckle up, Buttercup, you're going to get offended.
I know.
I'm offended that the U.S. doesn't have universal health care and nobody gives a shit.
That's true. Yeah, and that'd be it. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with some final thoughts about this.
What's the next? I think I got another one.
Yep, that's the final thing. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I got to go.
Wait a minute, I do want to throw something in.
Go
I
ahead.
mentioned this earlier. Okay, I've been playing video games for a long goddamn time, and I am offended. I am goddamn offended because you guys have been robbed. You guys have been robbed so bad you don't even know it. They talk about realism. They talk about gritty. But yet, in one of the newest shooters, I shoot a man in the chest with what apparently is a recoilless, lightweight, no-mass rifle, and he ragdolls down. That's it. I shot him in the arm. We have the systems capable. Don't give me this bullshit that the systems aren't capable of rendering locational damage. That's a goddamn lie. And then do tighter coding and quit leaving your goddamn menu in there. As in what you had for lunch and what your wife wanted you to pick up from the store. Get better at coding, give us locational damage, and for fuck's sake, America's Army has been doing this for 10 years. Make it so that the magazines matter. Make it, if I swap my magazine, because I have 15 rounds left and put it back, when I grab that magazine back out, surprise, I have 15, not a magically reloaded one. You want to talk about gritty realism? How about if the enemy is shooting at me, I take a penalty to stabilization because I'm breathing heavy. If I run farther than 500 feet, I should not have ice-cool sniper accuracy. You guys are getting robbed and don't even know it. The
Yeah.
maps have gotten shittier and more linear. The AI is getting, if anything, dumber because they spend their money on graphics to make you go, ooh, shiny. Fuck that. Say, I want better AI. I'm tired of them having two modes, hide undercover like little girls, or run at me like a suicidal moron. I want weaponry that, feels like weaponry and not somebody's, not like I'm standing out in the schoolyard going, bang, bang, you're dead. Give us locational damage.
Yeah.
Give us some levels that are more than a straight line. And I'm tired of hearing, oh, well, we'd have to program all this stuff in. And regarding the environment, multiple pathways and AI, you're getting paid to do it and you're charging me $75.
Oh, God. Really?
You're getting paid. Do your work.
$70.
Some games right now are between $39.99 and I'm sorry, I saw a game on Steam.
And this was an indie game, right?
No. This was a AAA.
AAA? Oh my God.
Yeah. And $70. $70. You want $70 from me? That guy better lay on the ground and scream so it lures his buddies in so I can cap them in the head. They better react with fear when I kill 4 of them and they can't find me. But no, they'd rather pump all their shit into graphics and, oh, look, we made fish AI. Fuck fish AI. The fish AI was smarter than the villain AI because the fish ran away from me. Stop ripping us off and do your fucking jobs.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll
Mocap
agree
is
to
the
that.
Years.
That's gonna... All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry. We're gonna cut it off. And I agree with you. Next time you can show up on the show and rant whatever you want, man. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the show with me, Anadol, and the great Kerbal. Thanks for coming. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to leave something here for everybody to remember. Leonard Nimoy died, so we're going to go ahead and end it with him. And remember him. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and go. Goodbye, Leonard Nimoy. We'll miss you.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye. That was a fun show. Sorry I get in rant mode and Renault's had to do with me.
That's okay, man.
Ask me anything I can do when I'm loading.